Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 11th to the 18th of February. So I'm just pulling you an additional guidance card and then I'll shuffle the deck. Okay, give me a minute guys. Truth be told. Okay, so the truth be told is about being straightforward. Okay, keep communicating this week, Scorpio. Drop the mask. Now, we all wear masks, by the way, and these masks can so often prevent realness. They can so often prevent authenticity, and they can leave us very, very cold, Scorpio, by the way. I have to say that as someone who spent many years behind a mask. It doesn't let in the light, it doesn't let in joy. So there's definitely a message here, Scorpio, about being straightforward and being truthful. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Okay, give me a minute, guys. So what lies behind you is the Five of Cups. You're missing someone here. The gift is the Four of Cups, which means there's already a picture of being in a state of reflection is not a negative. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Oh gosh, Libra got a lot of water cards. I think they got the three same cards. That quite happens when signs are right next to each other, by the way. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is how other people are showing up for you. Five of Wands as the central issue. The Eight of Swords as the outcome. And I'll clarify the Eight of Swords, okay? Why is Scorpio got the Eight of Swords? It's probably the Six of Wands, actually. Actually, I'm going to take a step back here because I'm going to go for the first major, and the only major which you've got is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is always about serendipity. You know, that meeting with destiny, things you could never prevent but can never control, which is always the spiritual lesson and the hardest lesson that we have to work with, that really there's a divine plan here. That's why we do astrology, that's why we do the tarot, to understand the nature of planetary movements. Other people are presenting the Wheel of Fortune to you. So there might be some sort of offer, some sort of opportunity, some sort of understanding of something coming through. But the whole top three cards are very much cards about being in an emotional, reflective week. The only I've had one sign who's not had a reading like this, by the way, and it was Leo. Yeah, everyone else seems to be in the Hanged Man. I don't know why. I don't know if it's Venus in Capricorn. It's slowing down the expression of emotions, actually, maybe. Now, what lies behind you is the Five of Cups. So you're missing someone here. That's it, you're missing someone here. There might be a lot of energy of regrets for these three cups that have spilled, but don't forget, these two cups lie behind you. And the weirdest thing is the next card, because the gift is this cup that's staring you right in the face, okay? I'm sort of laughing because we want these two cups to come forward. That is the future. Yeah? This cup's staring at you, but you're just staring at that, basically. And you're not taking an action to stand up and be the Two of Cups. You have to meet the other person. But boy, do you see it. In fact, I find sometimes when this Four of Cups comes up that there's nothing else you can do apart from think about this cup. But you're not doing anything about it. Now, it might be because of circumstances that you're not doing anything about it, because the Eight of Swords to me quite often means because of circumstances. It could be anything like different continents, there's another person involved, I have to say it. It can appear quite a lot that there's circumstances preventing you standing up and taking this cup. But all you can think about is this cup, by the way. It is a card of it being in inertia. Now, the way out of inertia is an action, Six of Wands, to break through that energy, okay? Yeah, just bear with me, I'll come back to it. Because the challenge is the Seven of Cups. Okay, the Seven of Cups can be about weighing up options, but there's definitely, it's definitely a card of it being a little bit confused here. And the Four of Cups between the 5 and the 7 would mean you're missing someone. Some of you have got more than one option. Some of you don't even know this cup. It might be, well, does this person feel the same? Is there any hope? The answer is to act. That's what breaks through inertia, guys, okay? But bear with me, because the wheel is showing up in your relationship house, which means there's something quite big happening here. All you can do is think about it, but you ain't quite taking an action yet, because your action energy is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a little bit tense, okay? But bear with me, because you know what? In a strange way, and this is what I do astrology, and I bring the two of them together, because the Five of Wands is what creates the Six of Wands, okay? Because when we're in a state of tension, we have a lot of heat, yeah? And it's that heat that gets us to propel our life forward and take an action, which is exactly what you're about to do, Scorpio. But boy, are you going to go through a bit of a pickle, sorry, before you get there, because your first card was the Eight of Swords, okay? Now, I've read tarot for a long time, and quite often these cards and the 5 and the 2 5s show up together, okay? And it can be because circumstances preventing you and a significant other being together, yeah. Just about always, that's what these cards show up as, okay? So you feel your hands are tied, and because your hands are tied, you can't pick up the cup, yeah? Or you can't show your love because you're not together, you're in a different state, there's someone else involved. There's endless possibilities about how we can be in situations like that, and that's how we do personal readings, yeah? We get the clarity. Now, I asked what was about. I said, tell me more after this, and you got the action card. So, you don't get the 6s unless you feel the stresses of the 5. One card follows another, okay? End of. That's the way it works. So, this is about triumph and success, which means you're about to break through this energy of being restricted, okay? Because a restricted Scorpio is not a good thing. Because Scorpio energy, when it feels restricted, feels suffocated, okay? And the suffocation is what leads you to having, you either lash out in an angry way, or you take an action to get yourself out of the situation that's making you feel suffocated. Yeah? And I know that makes sense. I don't know. I feel I'm reading for about only a few people. But we always have to... Good grace and good vibes are always just working with the energies and blessing whoever's dealing with this, okay? Because part of how Scorpio changes is always the feeling of being restricted first. And it's the feeling of being restricted that gets you to take the action. Because the astrology that I study is all based on Pluto and Scorpio. And that's my model of working. So I get how this energy works. So there's no point hating the feeling of restriction and suffocation, because it's what's leading you to the victory. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull you some more cards. What comes after this victory? Come on. Yeah. Four of Wands. More fire. More celebration. More coming out of this difficult phase and birthing into a much more happier phase, okay? Any more cards? Yeah. Exactly. The Fool. This is the breath of fresh air. This is coming out of the oppressive circumstances and into the brand new full energy of new beginnings. You're only going to get it by taking an action. And this is what breaks through this feeling of inertia, this feeling of being a little bit emotionally depressed. Don't judge yourself. I swear, you could check out every single weekly reading and just about everyone's got the same, by the way. Which makes me want to run and hide, because I'm going to get so much hate sent my way, but let them, okay? There's something really big happening here, Scorpio, but with what's happening might be about some very incredibly difficult choices you need to make. Yeah? And maybe this choice is going to cause a lot of tension and a lot of feeling of, but if I go that way, then I let go of that one. If I let go of that one. You're going to make the right choice, by the way, because where it's leading to is an exciting new beginning. Success, victory, crossing a threshold. Reduce the difficult week as much as you can by being in the truth. The truth always sets us free. Always. And I'm smiling because I'm thinking of some of you watching. Okay? Loads of love, Scorpio. Back next week. Bye.